First game, we got a Falcon Ditto on Dreamland. MBGRN is the pink Falcon, as you can see. Opponent's the green Falcon. I don't have a whole lot of insight on, I'm going to run that back, on this matchup itself, but there are some things I want to talk about. So when you got him in knockdown here, I'm gonna assume you jumped on purpose, which can be fine, to bait out an option, and it got him to get up attack, but you didn't follow up. I don't know if that was a flub or just you didn't know what to do. And then there you didn't have a jump, and it looks like you didn't know that you didn't have a jump. And one way you can tell if you didn't know about this is hard to see. I'll do frame by frame here. When you use your double jump, there are these little rings. Watch carefully. See those rings that came up? That's where you burned your jump. And you can if you get good at recognizing those and seeing those, you can recognize when your opponent has burned their jump, and that can come in handy as well. So you did lose your jump there. Skipping ahead because I didn't have much to say for a bit. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of insight on this matchup in particular, such as the neutral game, but some fundamental things I can point out. So after you took this stock here, it can be risky to back yourself into the corner when your opponent is coming down with invincibility, and you ended up ultimately dying for it here. Got yourself in a bit of a tough situation. Stomp knee. Yep, that'll do it. I don't know what your opponent's doing. I noticed you guys were having fun for a bit. Like this series of Raptor boosts. Just got to tech out of those. This was pretty funny. Skipping ahead again. So I think down throw tech chase probably would have been better there. I'm not sure what you would have gotten off up throw. Possibly a chain grab. Like I said, I don't know the matchup that well. So that Falcon punch, you could have just punished with a ledge hop knee, a reverse knee, so he goes off stage to the right. It looked like maybe you had already input neutral get up though, but you got a Falcon punch of your own, so nice. You guys are having fun. Good to see. Now right here, up tilt in the Falcon Ditto I know is actually pretty good as an edge guard tool. But it's also kind of frowned upon in the Ditto because of how free it is. People think it's lame. But if the game, I don't know if this was ranked or not. If the game is in serious capacity, you might want to consider just up tilting in the Ditto. Take what I say with a grain of salt though, because I am no Falcon Ditto expert. Second game, we got MBGRN Samus versus a different Falcon. This game was mostly a matter of skill gap. This Falcon is quite good by, my standards at least. He's rated nearly 1800 at the time of me recording this video, so pretty good Falcon, and it shows. So unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot to say throughout this game, but it wasn't a long one, so I'm just going to let it run. And if anybody in the comments has any insight, I welcome you to give that insight. But general things I could recommend, probably more missiles, projectile game in general, to keep Falcon at bay. Although he did Raptor boost under that missile. But I think missiles in general, because when he was getting in your face, he was kind of blowing you up. It also may not be good for Samus to be above him. I feel like Samus being above characters, especially like Falcon, might be tricky. I mean, not as bad as Zelda, but Zelda being above Falcon. But when I play Zelda, I try to not be above him so much. Maybe some more from you. Maybe some more wave dash backs. Maybe try some crouch cancel down smashes. Again, this game was mostly a matter of skill gap. I only have so much I can say about it. But you started to pick it up here. I like the coverage with the tack get up there from the ledge to cover him landing on stage. Samus dash attack, low-key, good move. I think it's frame 5, so maybe you could have done some dash dancing and fishing for dash attacks, but I don't know. If anybody in the comments has anything to say about that game, you are more than welcome to provide input. Last game, we got MBGRN on Samus again versus Marth now, and like I mentioned last game with the Falcon, Marth is another character you should generally avoid being above. To avoid being juggled like crazy with up air, as well as forward air with Marth, even up tilt in some situations. Here's the juggle, as you can see, and it happened more later in the game. Just being above him in general, not the best place to be. So I would avoid that. Play more grounded. That's what I recommend, at least. Now that tether recovery, you do that virtually every time you're far off stage. You air dodge, tether to the ledge. You're gonna see it a couple more times later in the game, and tether recoveries are good. But what you do the same every time you do it is you jump up immediately, and not only do you want to mix up how you get up from ledge. You want to mix up when you get up from ledge. So it would be good to mix up the tether recoveries when you are going to do a tether recovery. Hang there for a moment sometimes and mix up the amount of time you hang. That's what I recommend, at least. You want to mix up not only the way you get up, but the timing you get up. Really keep your opponent guessing. Samus is quite heavy. One of the heaviest characters in the game. In that case, you were fine with the immediate get up there. Yeah, those up airs are brutal. Just try to avoid being above him. When you are above him, try to mix up those landings. Maybe bomb stall. And here's another one. Tether recovery, get up immediately, and you're kind of getting messed up for it. So mix up that timing. Up B recovery, sweet spot up B recoveries probably wouldn't hurt to mix up as well. Nice F smash. Always charge up that charge shot when you get an opportunity, because it can come in handy, as I'm sure you know. There you go. Tech chase with it. This is kind of a nutty recovery. Good fade back there. Gift ahead a little. Nice F smash. You ended up bringing this game back 3 stocks to 1. Good charge shot. Got to be careful about Samus grab, of course. Tether grabs in general because of how committal they are. Down air hitbox didn't quite come out, but it didn't matter anyway. Skip ahead a little here. So that recovery is worked out fine for you there, but I think it's quite risky. I think oftentimes in Marth is gonna F smash you for that, so you know, be careful about the high air dodge there recoveries. Maybe a very occasional mix-up, but no more than that, I'd say. Now you had something going here. Get up attack, beat out his F smash, grab, couple pummels, down throw. Right there, I would have done another nair instead of a forward air. That might have led to a kill, but it didn't matter. He ended up SDing anyway. So I did my best as always. I hope this was helpful.